Yes.
Oh.
Okay, we are live and we are back with another live show, and obviously it is for the second T20I between England and West Indies women. And as you all know, that in the first match, it was a very comprehensive victory by England. Obviously, it was a new start for them, new era, the beginning of a new era under Charlotte Edwards as their new head coach, and obviously Nat Shiverbrand as the captain. But they didn't had to do much because obviously the way West Indies played, the one woman show, what we can say, Halle Matthews, she was brilliant. She scored that brilliant 100, and
He's
absolutely
a
you might think that
he's a
why
heavy
me
wicket.
and
It's
Tushadi
repeat
started the
every
live
time.
with a smile because we're discussing that we should use that thumbnail that not England versus West Indies, it should be England versus Halle Matthews because that has been the pattern. So, will you want to add something on this, Tushadi?
No, you were saying that Haley Matthews was brilliant, but I thought that I don't want to hear that she was brilliant. Was it's repetitive? We come every day and we're like, you know what? West Indies has a lot of talent, and Haley Matthews is brilliant, and they're a little dependent on Haley Matthews because she performs with the bat and the ball, and she's consistent. Blah blah, and then we go and the entire team scores 146, and Haley Matthews scores 100. One of my friends actually had, because of the thunderstorms in Kolkata, he was watching the match, and in between there was power cut. So he just saw the next day morning, Haley Matthews. No, so he saw my tweet where I
Hmm.
had written Haley Matthews has scored
Yes,
70 odd or something, and you had written that now a century.
yes, yes. Hmm.
So he's telling me, how did England win so easily? I said, but 146 wasn't even a good target. He's like, who scored 146? I said, West Indies. But Haley Matthews got 100, no? I said, yes. The rest of the entire team got 46.
46. That has been the problem. But Tushadi, how frustrating it must be as a captain, as a leader, because it's happening again and again. I can clearly remember. I think you also that match in the qualifier. She she for that cramp got
Yeah.
retired out. Then she came back, scored that 100, remained not out. Still, West Indies didn't win that game, and now again another 100 went in vain. But how frustrating it must be. She will not show that. I think as a leader, she shouldn't show that. But
Yeah.
mentally, I think it must be very draining for Haley Matthews.
Absolutely. I think whenever I see Haley Matthews, I remember that there was a salt ad where a kid says, "Safai bhi, shopping bhi, mujhe hi karna padta hai." Blah blah. So I think she must be thinking of that every single time. Batting bhi, bowling bhi, wicket bhi main hi lu. And my problem is, Snehashish, it's not even good balls and the players are getting out. So then you can question their skill. It's common sense. The way the debutant was run out, I
Yes,
have, it was, I mean, I was furious. You are seeing the throw coming in. Where are you in your dreamland? For God's sake, you have to be back. You know, at times I wonder, because of the way she reacted after getting out, I
Mhm.
feel she did not even know that it was not a dead ball. She thought the moment
Exactly.
she's touched the bat in the crease, it's a dead ball from there.
And what
So
I thought that Grimond was more focused what Haley Matthews was saying, focused on that. Okay, let's just listen to her only. She was not aware of the where is the ball, is the fielder throwing into her side or
and
not.
then you have to actually start blaming the domestic structure for West Indies,
Yes.
because this is taught at under 15, under 14 level, even below
Mhm.
that. The
Yes.
first basic is running between the wicket. Just so that just clarifying to everyone, if in between the live you see me looking down, it's because obviously the RCB match is on, so unfortunately I'm
Yes,
looking.
and that is going very interesting. By the way, the match is going very
These
interesting.
matches are extremely boring. I'll tell you what, I dislike matches where 230 odd is scored and another team, even if RCB loses, they're 121 for 2 in 10.5 overs, right? So they will be losing by, until and unless they crumble absolutely, they'll lose by 10, 15 runs, or they will win,
Yes.
which
Mm.
means both the teams are scoring 200. What rubbish.
Yes, that is a point that we have been discussing. That this is the most boring part. I think that has happened
Yeah.
in T20 cricket recently. but yes, but again, coming back to, okay. By the way, I think the toss is done. Again, England have won the toss and elected to
I think
bowl
so
first.
too. Uh,
Yes. So again, West Indies will bat first, and the debutant previous match, the debutant Grimond is not there anymore in today's game. Okay, she is out, and even Janilia Glasgow is also out. Stephanie Taylor and Shaman Campbell is back. The experienced
so
players
then
are
they were
back.
injured. Then they were
Yes,
injured. So these two
yes,
came
they
back.
were in. Yes. So at least the experienced players are back, and we're expecting some fight now, at least from the side. Apart from Haley Matthews, at least these two players can give some support to Haley Matthews. We are expecting at least that thing. Yes. For
Well,
England,
no, I
obviously it's an unchanged 11.
yeah, but you know, even I might get trolled, or people might say, "Oh, who has given you the right to say this?" But I do think that Stephanie Taylor in T20s doesn't work for me anymore.
Exactly. I also agree that. She
I
is
think
one of
she's
the
done.
legend of the game. There is no deniable that thing.
Yeah,
She
I
is one
mean,
of them.
once somebody retires, Snehashish, I don't think the legacy goes away. You know,
Exactly.
legacies are not
Exactly.
made in a day. Legacies are made over years.
Yes.
You think of Jhulan Goswami or a Mithali Raj. You pick up any
Exactly.
stat, their name still comes up, and they have retired in
Exactly.
2022. So
Top
that
three
shows
within
their
top
legacy.
three every time.
Exactly, exactly. And if you take only India under consideration, every time they're anyway ending up on the top. You know, when Pratika scored 1,000 runs, we were
Yes.
discussing this. You know, that yet another list that Mithali tops. So
Right.
in the wickets list, Julandi is continuously topping. That's the legacy. The other legacy, of course, is the fact that the women's game in India is where it is. The same thing goes with West Indies, you know. At one point, West Indies wasn't that into women's cricket.
Mm.
And Stefani Taylor has done her bit in that. But
Yes.
now I feel that West Indies also has to find some other talent,
Mm.
because she's getting injured, she's getting tired, she's getting aged. She might score a 50 today, a match winning
Mm.
one, but that does not change what I'm saying.
Point. And I think you are saying only in this shortest format of the game. In ODI, I think she's
In
still there.
ODI,
You
she's
know.
perfectly fine.
Yes,
Yeah,
she is
yeah, in
completely
ODI,
fine.
she's
Yes.
perfectly fine.
Yes,
But in
absolutely.
T20s, I would want to see more players like Kiana James.
More young talents maybe in that, you know,
Yeah, people
opportunity.
have to support Haley Matthews. You know,
Yes.
it's one
That's
thing
the
that
main part.
she is scoring like crazy. But what I liked about the last game when Graymond got out, I'm getting the name right?
Mm. Grimond. Grimond.
Yeah,
Yes.
Graymond. Uh, she was walking past, and of course,
Bad.
she was very disappointed. But Haley
Bad.
Matthews was like, "Arey, no, no, no worries, it's okay,"
Yes. Exactly.
because
Haley
that
Matthews
was her score.
reacted. Haley Matthews was not happy about the discussions and she reacted fine. But after that,
But she also,
that
no, there is
yes,
another
instantly
incident
after
about
that
her
moment,
reaction. She
yes,
turned behind and reacted. She did not react at Grimond.
point.
She reacted that way, and she had turned behind. But the
Exactly.
moment she turned in front, she was like, "ठीक है, I mean, it's okay,"
Yes.
you know.
She understood that the debutant, a young player, okay, mistakes have happened, but go. I think that's a very good sign, and that you need
Uh,
from a leader. That you need from a leader.
Absolutely.
I think this might be the moment that Grimond will say in every interview after 10 years, when anyone will ask her that, what about when you make that debut under Haley Matthews? But I think this
Correct.
might be the moment that she will share first. Say, okay, I did that mistake. That mistake happened unfortunately, but my captain was there, patted me back, and that was very helpful. I think hopefully she will do well in upcoming whenever she gets more opportunity. But usually, England again expected that unchanged 11. Still, I was expecting maybe some players like Sarah Glenn maybe getting a chance, maybe because she is also coming back after an injury. But I think they are focusing on sealing the series after winning today. I think in the next game maybe we can see some new faces in England lineup. But Tushari, I think I want to talk about that player that debuted for England in last week, Emily Arnold. I think she
Alone.
was pretty, yeah, she was pretty impressive. I think good
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah.
I think she used the bouncers very well. I think the way she and hit the deck bowler and varying the length quickly, going for the Yorkers, the length ball, and then again short ball. I think how good you thought about her.
I mean, she was very impressive.
Mm.
Uh, what I specifically liked about her was the way she controlled her variations.
Mm.
You know, it's one thing to have the variations, and it's
Yes.
another
Execution.
completely separate thing to actually be able to control it. Something that, today morning we were speaking to Subhalakshmi
Yes.
about. She
Yes.
got in the variations. It's one thing knowing that T20s are starting, so let me get in the variations. And it's a completely separate thing controlling those variations. Because a Yorker looks beautiful. A bouncer is a superb delivery, but you go one stop here and there, and the whole equation changes. It becomes a very loose delivery to be hit away easily. And I think Arlott bowling well becomes very important because Lauren Bell needs that support,
Mm.
especially
Why?
against, because this tour, yes, I understand, but the more important tour will obviously be against India. And
Mm.
there, you would need bowlers who can hit the deck.
Yes.
Also, if you now come to the World Cup, because ultimately everything is leading to the World Cup, right? You will be bowling in Indian pitches where it will be slow and low. There will be turn in offer. Think of this: batters are expecting slow, low turn. Suddenly, in comes a bouncer. Surprise
Yes.
delivery, beautiful. I
And
think
she has the height also. She has the height also.
anytime
So.
you see good bouncers, no, you have to
Mm.
understand that there is height, because you will not see that. And it's mathematical, it's scientific that if you drop from a higher height, of course the bounce will be much
Mm.
better. There was a point when I thought, I hope she does not overdo the bouncers, because she was getting the
Mm-hmm.
result that she wanted. She was attacking well, but I thought she was very good. What we have to see is how consistent is she.
Yes, I think that will be a area that we need to look in today's match at how good she can
Exactly.
come into the game. But again, but one point, Tushari, that I wanted to discuss that in the last game, I think we didn't see Nat Shiva Brand bowling, right? But in last few years, but why did you need? Obviously, why you need? But I think going forward under Charlotte Edwards, I think that might be a way to manage the workload of Nat Shiverman. Do you think that?
I don't think she'll be bowling 4 overs. I think she'll be
Mm.
bowling on and off, depending on how much they need her to bowl. Because look, her batting is way more important. Though the way
Yes.
England batted the last game, they
Mm.
negated that also. She scored a duck of 2 balls, and they had absolutely no problems. But you also have to remember it's against the West Indies bowling lineup,
Yes.
so that's a little different. Um, Having said that, I do think in the longer format you will see her bowl. Maybe in the shorter one, probably also what Charlotte Edwards will look forward to avoiding is if she gets hit, which last game, because Haley Matthews was there and on song,
Mm.
and Haley Matthews and Nat Silverbrand play in Mumbai Indians, so they must
Mm.
have faced each other a lot. So that's
Yes.
why Nat Silverbrand unnecessarily does not need to bowl there and get
Mm.
hit for runs, because that's suddenly I'm the captain, I'm getting hit for runs, whereas my other bowlers are bowling well. Sudden pressure, sudden panic happens to the greatest. It's not like it does not happen.
Mhm. Yes, it can happen with anyone, and then maybe this might be one of the reasons. And obviously, Charlotte it was the former Mumbai Indians coach also, so I think so
Yeah,
that
she was
that can
a
be.
coach till she took up this coaching.
Yes. So so I think that can be a factor also. But yes. Okay. I think it's done. Team 11. We have mentioned two changes for England, none change. Okay. Tushari, can you take some comments there? Because
Yeah.
somehow the comments are not showing here.
Hello, अचानक से इंग्लैंड सीरीज का कवरेज गुड टू सी यू आफ्टर लॉन्ग लॉन्ग टाइम. Explain, Snehashish, why are we doing this coverage?
Yes, I think during the tri series we told you guys that we are planning to come with more live shows regarding important women series, women cricket series, and obviously this series is important because obviously the new era of England being started, and obviously India are going to England after some time. So from that perspective, we decided to come live for this series. And if you see our coverage, not only this series, we are writing one piece also every following match day. Tomorrow morning, one piece will be there regarding from this match. So we're trying our best as much as possible to come up with good content from you guys, and that is our aim. Me and Trishad's aim that at least we'll try our best to come up with some not long shows, at least 30-40 minute shows on women's cricket to have a clear chat with you guys. That's it.
Absolutely, and I think we'll come during BBL as well.
Yes.
In fact, I will be in England when India is traveling to
Yeah,
England.
that will be fantastic.
Yeah, so I will be right there covering the matches and bringing in all the fun, all the technical analysis, and all that. By the way, as we are chatting, let me inform you, India is having a targeted camp at the Center of
Hmm.
Excellence in Bengaluru, and there are a number of players who are in the England series, like Sneha Rana. There is Tejal Hasabnis. There is Shafali. There are also players, significant players like Vrinda Dinesh, who are practicing there. There's Shuchi Upadhyay. So a number of players are there. They have been doing a lot of fitness. They have been doing T20 and ODI match simulation. So
Mhm.
I just thought of updating you guys on this, and it's the coach, of course, one of the coaches. The one of the coaches is the two-time under 19 World Cup champion Nushin champion, as in the coach, as a coach
Hmm.
champion. Nushin Al Kadir is there. There's also Apurva Desai. Apurva Desai was actually the fielding mentor come coach when I did my NCA level A. He's superb, you know. So that's the news bit from Indian cricket as well.
Yes, and that was so good to know that some camp is happening, and so many players who are going to be part of that England series are there. So that's a good sign. And me, Trishadi, I think we both agree and we both are sure that under Nushin Al Kadir and other supporting staff there, I think that will be a beneficial camp for everyone who are there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay,
No more comments there.
no more
So
comments.
let us close the show because
Yes,
anyway
nothing.
I'm a little unwell.
Yes, absolutely. A little annual and even nothing more to discuss also because
Yeah,
the all everything are done also. So
yeah,
okay, so let's wrap up the show. We'll definitely come back for the third match also as
yes.
in the pre-match, and obviously one piece will be there from for tomorrow morning. Please have a look on that, and hopefully the one hope only is there that hopefully West Indies can come up with a good show, at least show some
That's
fight. Yes,
that would be nice for the third game. You know, there will be
yes.
some sort of build up. Otherwise, this is way too one sided.
Yes, because if nothing happens, then it's very difficult to discuss also. What
Exactly,
to
it's the same
discuss?
point, same Helly Matthews, same
Yes,
Batsman potential
the
Helly
new era
Matthews.
starts. Haley
Yeah.
Matthews, we want to help her. Well done, life done. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tushari. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone, for joining in. Yeah. Okay. Let's wrap it, and we'll definitely come back for the third match pre-show. Thank you. Good night.